Loving you leaves me hard. All I do is get by. Loving you.
Okay, first of all, before we get started, I'm just gonna pause on this really awkward clip and let you guys know that I'm not a professional artist. This obviously is not the best painting ever, but I thought it would be fun to make a painting tutorial because it's something that I really like to do on my free time. So I thought I would show you guys this DIY agate slice. Also, if you don't know what an agate slice is and you're just watching this because you may be a subscriber and you don't necessarily know what it is like a formation of a rock crystal type situation. So I'm going to show you guys how to paint it, or at least how I do. So let's get started. First, you're going to want to take a light watered down version of whatever color you want your agate slice to be. So for this one, I'm going with a blue color. So I'm going to mix in a few colors in with some white acrylic paint to make a watered down light version of whatever color I want to make my agate slice. Okay, so then you're going to want to do an oval type shape. It does not have to be perfect. In fact, you don't want it to look perfect. You want it to have like ragged, kind of weird looking edges. So if you are kind of confused on what to do at this point, you could go on Pinterest or Google or something and look up agate slices and kind of follow one of their shapes, and that would be helpful. Okay, so now you're going to want to take a darker version of the color, and I'm using a dark blue now. I'm using a watercolor pencil for this part. You don't have to, but I think it helps with the precision and kind of gives more harsh to lighter like variation of what it looks like when it's done. And so I'm doing little parts at a time and then taking a tiny brush with some water on it and smudging that out, and I'm just going to repeat that all over the entire oval. Continue smudging it out a little towards the middle now with a little bit more water on the brush. A little bit darker of a color than the very first color we used, and I'm going to do a long oval shape in the center of the agate slice. Darker color and do a more concentrated area in the middle of that second oval. Okay, so at this point you want to take a contrasting color. In my case, I'm going to use some peaches and browns and just dab that really lightly in the center of the agate slice. What this does is just gives it more of a organic, real look to it. Take some salt and just sprinkle that wherever you think it looks kind of cool and crystal-like. We're going to take the majority of this off once it's done absorbing some of the paint, so don't worry about if it looks super chunky, but we're just going to let this absorb some of the paint and leave like a cool, real, organic like texture behind, and it looks really cool in the end. Once that is done absorbing some of the paint, you just want to knock off the salt, I guess. If you want, you can leave a little bit of the salt on to give it a crystal texture, and that's what I do. I just leave a little bit on because I think it looks really cool. And that is it for this painting. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know if you want to see more painting or art surrounded videos. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!